Good morning, children. Hope you all are safe and well at home. Today we will start with chapter 2, Land, Soil, Water, Natural Vegetation and Wildlife Resources. Land resource. Land is among the most important resource. It covers about 30% of the total area of the earth's surface. 90% of the world population occupies only 30% of the land area. The 70% is either sparsely populated or uninhabited. Sparsely populated areas are mountains, desert, grasslands, etc. Densely populated regions are plains, river valleys, etc. Land use. How the land is used for different purposes is called land use. For example, agriculture, forestry, mining, settlement, roads. On the basis of ownership, land can be divided into private land and community land. Private land is owned by an individual and is used for personal purpose. Community land is used by community for common uses. Major threats of the environment are land degradation, landslides, soil erosion, desertification. Fertile land is exploited more and leads to barrenness. Conservation of land resources. Growing population and their ever-growing demand has led to large-scale destruction of forests and has created the fear of losing natural resources. The common methods are afforestation, land reclamation, process of creating new land by seas and oceans, check on overgrazing, etc. By making rules related to soil and land conservation and educating the farmers, government can play an important role in conservation of land. Soil. It is the thin layer of grainy substance covering the surface of the earth which is made of organic matter and weathered rocks. It takes thousands of years for the formation of a thin layer of soil. Soil profile. Soil profile refers to the layer structure spread from parent rock to the topsoil. They are topsoil, subsoil, weathered rocks, bedrocks, or parent rocks. Factors of soil formation. Parent rock determines color, texture, mineral content, chemical properties, etc. Relief determines accumulation of soil. Relief, flora, fauna, microorganism affect humus formation. Climate determines temperature and rainfall. Time determines thickness of soil profile. Degradation of soil. Human beings and natural factors are responsible for soil degradation. Deforestation, overgrazing, chemical fertilizer, and floods lead to soil degradation. Soil conservation. It refers to the protection, efficient use, and preservation of soil. Following methods are counter barriers. Stones, grass, soil are used to build barriers called counter barriers. Terrace farming. Steps are made on steep slopes to grow crops which reduce soil erosion. Intercropping. Different crops are grown in alternate rows to protect soil from rain wash. Counterploughing. Natural barriers to stop water from flowing down the slope. Shelter belts are rows of trees planted to check the soil cover. Mixed farming or crop rotation is done to improve fertility of soil. Mulching. Bare ground between plants is covered with organic matter to retain moisture. World water resource. Water is a vital resource. 71% of the earth is covered with water. So it is also called blue planet. In the map you can see the whole world is surrounded by water that are of potential use to human beings. 97% of water is saline, which is not fit for consumption and is found in oceans and seas. Only 20.5% is fresh water, include 2% as frozen form in glaciers, ice and snow. At 0.75 as fresh water, groundwater, and less than 0.01% of it as surface water in lakes, rivers, etc. So think, children, don't waste water. Water is used in agriculture, industries, hydroelectricity, water scarcity. Water scarcity is the lack of fresh water resource to meet water demand. Water has been growing globally at more than twice the rate of population increase in the last century. Water scarcity will bring bad situation as rapidly growing urban areas are placing heavy pressure on water resources. Misuse of water contributes to water scarcity and unequal access for millions of people worldwide, particularly those living in the regions affected by poverty and climate change. Due to overexploitation of water, problems of overdraft of aquifers and saltwater intrusion have emerged in the coastal areas. It results in water level depletion and shortage of water supply. Problems of water availability. So it is due to seasonal or annual precipitation we have problem of water availability. Some places receives heavy rainfall like Meghalaya and some places receive very less or no rainfall. Water contamination usually is the result of human activities. Thousands have lived without love, but no one without water. We all know water is crucial for life, but we all pollute it anyway. Due to global warming, climate change will provoke less precipitation pattern. Climate change can cause more drought or massive amount of rainfall and flooding. Conservation of water. Water conservation includes all the policies, strategies, and activities to sustainably manage the natural resource of fresh water to protect the hydrosphere and to meet the current and future human demand. Water is a renewable resource, but its overuse and pollution make it unfit for use. Methods for conserving of water. Rainwater harvesting, it is the process of collection of rainwater from surfaces on which rain falls, filtering it and storing it for multiple uses. Drip irrigation systems save water by delivering water directly to the root of the plants one drop at a time, which conserve lot of water which is usually lost through surface runoff and evaporation. It is very useful in dry regions. Sprinklers effectively irrigate the area by checking water losses. It wets an area of a circle which covers a number of plants. So children, save water, save nature. Save water, save energy. And now, because of the situation, stay home, stay safe. God bless you, children. Thank you so much.